Okay, so picture this, a countdown that starts 93 million miles away. There's this massive storm, way bigger than our entire planet, and it's hurtling silently through space, aimed right at us. And the very last moments of that countdown? Yeah, that's all the warning we get. 15 minutes. You really gotta let that number sink in. For the absolute fastest, most powerful storms our sun can throw our way, that's it. That's our entire window between the final, hey, it's coming, and the moment it hits. Doesn't sound like a lot of time to prepare for a planet-wide event, does it? And look, this isn't some theoretical what-if scenario. This is a real-time drill that plays out in actual control rooms all over the globe. It's a frantic race against a clock that was set by the raw physics of our own solar system. So, how does this whole countdown even work? Well, it all comes down to a really dedicated group of people. You could call them our sun watchers, who are literally monitoring our star 24/7. They're on the lookout for the exact moment one of these storms launches. Because when a fast one comes our way, believe me, every single second counts. And here's why it matters so much. Our entire modern world, I'm talking about the power grid keeping your lights on, the GPS that gets you around, the internet, all of it is built on this invisible foundation of stable electromagnetic systems. And that entire foundation is incredibly vulnerable to the kind of massive disruption a solar storm can cause. To really get the threat, we have to go right to the source, the sun itself. And it's not just this gentle, friendly ball of light in the sky. No, it's a violent, churning, chaotic engine of fusion and tangled magnetic energy. The weapon in this whole story is something called a coronal mass ejection, or CME for short. But don't let that clinical-sounding name fool you. What we're actually talking about is a gigantic cloud of superheated gas, plasma, and magnetic fields, often bigger than the Earth itself, literally tearing itself free from the sun and blasting out into space. So where do these CMEs even come from? Sunspots. And honestly, the best way to think about them is like magnetic pressure cookers on the sun's surface. They're these areas where the sun's magnetic field lines get all twisted up and tangled, building up just an immense amount of tension, until finally, they snap. And all that pent-up energy is released in one single massive explosion. Now, here's a crucial point. Not all CMEs are created equal. You have your drifters. These are the slow movers that kind of amble through space and give us days of warning. But then you have the sprinters. These are born from an incredibly violent event where the magnetic field lines snap and reconfigure with just catastrophic force. It accelerates that plasma to thousands of kilometers a second. And that